filled, as we all know, waiting for a lift. Amber, at the age of 2.5, turned to Amanda Keller, the radio announcer, and engaged her in conversation. I believe the words were something like, "This is Chloe's pram." Amanda Keller turned to Amber and said, "Yes, this is Chloe's pram. A lovely pram it is." And that is the time that we believe Amber realized she was not going to get that pram back. But she didn't mind. Amber is a big picture person. Lesson number 2. Make it look like you're doing something when you're not doing anything at all. As soon as Amber was born, she enjoyed being read to and learning new things. And I enjoyed reading to her as well. Those nights with Roald Dahl, I will not forget them. One day Nana came to pick Amber up from kindy to find her sitting on a chair at the front of the class with all the children seated in front of her, including Daniel, who was behaving. She had a book in her hand and she was reading the story of the 3 bears to the class. Just like the teacher. She was 3.5. One of the children's grandfathers came in, saw what was going on, and exclaimed in amazement, "Can she read?" All Amber had done was memorize the story. Life lesson number 3. Out of the mouths of babes, or how to be wise at the ripe old age of 4. Amber was invited to go home from kindy with one of our friends and her children. After they got into the car, the little boy started fighting with the little girl. And this is a true story. The mother gave her 2 children a quick smack, as they deserved, when Amber turned to the mother and said, and I quote, "Vivian, you shouldn't smack little children. You should talk to them." Needless to say, we are no longer friends. Thank you for. Life lesson number 4. Explore the world and what it has to offer. Amber was at ballet when she was 6. Most of the ballet cast, obviously, were from Mariah, except for one Chinese girl. Amber immediately made friends with her. One of Amber's friends asked her to come and play with her, and Amber replied that not just now, I have to learn about China. Life lesson number 5. Be charming and honest, and the world will be at your feet. When Amber was in year 3, she was with Mrs. Goldburn. Did I pronounce it correctly?
Yes.
Goldburn. Now, anyone who knows Mrs. Goldburn in that class knows what an unforgiving woman she is. After month, term after term, Amber watched Mrs. Goldburn hand out detention to children who had not done their homework. Suddenly, Amber found herself as one of those children. Very unlike her. The day began when Mrs. Goldburn asked the question, "Stand up if you haven't done your homework." Amber stood up. Mrs. Goldburn asked, "Right, Miss Moss, tell the class your reason for not doing your homework." To which Amber replied, "I'm sorry, Mrs. Goldburn, but I accidentally forgot to put it in my bag." Mrs. Goldburn was stunned, shocked. She was speechless. She finally replied in a stern voice, "Did you hear that, everyone? Amber did not say my mother forgot to put my homework in my bag or the dog ate it. She took responsibility. Now, everyone give Amber a round of applause. Only Amber can get a round of applause for not doing her homework. Well done. Life lesson number 6. Don't put too much effort into your schoolwork because you'll always get a high mark. I don't think I need to say any more on this topic. I didn't want to embarrass Amber too much. Amber spends 5 to 10 minutes on schoolwork and still manages to do well academically.
Takes off to Karen.
Life lesson number 7. Put a lot of effort into sport and you will be sure to get a trophy. Amber loves soccer. She goes for Liverpool.
Yeah!
She loves tennis and athletics and she excels at all of them. She scored a hat-trick in soccer and made the finals in the 100 meter at CIS. One of my greatest joys is reffing those games, particularly when it was Amber and Chloe playing together. But that's for another day. Life lesson number 8, and it's the one you've all been waiting for obviously. Amber has the answer. Amber can talk on any topic. She knows everything.
Oi, like her auntie Tracy.
Auntie like water. But when questioned on how she knows something, the answer invariably comes, I heard it on TV. Notorious for watching TV. I suppose it's par for the course these days, and that's where she gets all her education from, it sounds like. Life lesson number 9. If all else fails, schmooze. After a day of shopping for presents and treats, not so long ago, Amber turned to me and said, "Thanks, Dad." I said, "Thanks for what?" And Amber said, "Oh, for the whole day." Shortly after that, Amber got pretty much anything she wanted. Originally, a vanilla ice cream with chocolate on top, but believe you me, it was whatever she wanted. Not that that's unusual. Amber, you're a pleasure for your mum and I. You have brought much happiness to our lives. You share a special bond with Chloe, which is lovely to watch, which we can continue on sharing that. Enjoy it. You pretty much bring joy to anyone who comes into contact with you. You are warm, generous, caring, kind, friendly, popular, etc., etc. Funny, determined, and talented at everything you set your mind to. You believe in fairness for all and always come to the aid of those in need. And now, here is our life lesson to you. Life is full of ups and downs. The trick is to enjoy the ups and have courage during the downs. So keep doing what you're doing because it's working. To our guests, and here I think a special thanks are necessary. Firstly to Masha, thank you for everything. And thanks to Tracy as well.
Thank you, Lee.
It's good to have you home. And to all the guests, we thank you for coming. We thank you all for coming, and we look forward to sharing our Simcha on Sunday with you.